YouTube 2 seconds. I've lost my. I'm back. Yo! Hey, Victory House! Woohoo! Hey, Alex! Oh, it will be a steam less than 2 minutes up. I've just started. I don't know. It seems to be a wee bit early. Oh, I think I've changed the delay. See if you're watching on the. Right, if you're watching on the phone, I'm dual streaming. If you're watching on the phone, you're about 2 seconds later. It's the same distance between real life and. Why is this not? That's been off. Yeah. So, wait, Victor and Victory. Oh, how's it going? Hey, Amp Wales. So I've got very little bucky. Probably not even worth combining these two, but I'm gonna. It's going to be one lumpy, horrible mess, and there's not very much in either of them. Totally wasn't worth doing that at all, was it? I suppose shaking it up's the way to go. So we get all over the realm. We've got Alex and the south side, the west coast. And Victor in London, and Amped Wales, I think, might be in Wales. So there we go. Hey, Scott. Not recording today. Time for lager. Cheers. That was the bottle that I didn't quite finish when I was sick when I came home after the gig the other night. It did give it a wee bit of away, yeah. But that's not bad. What do we need? Someone in Lowestoft and then someone in Aberdeen or something, maybe. I don't know. I wish I followed rugby a little bit more. Actually, the last time I watched Scotland to beat England, I was like, yeah, that's really all. I think the only point really in being. And obviously I was supporting Wales if they're playing against either a country I don't know or England. Or Scotland, obviously. I don't think I've ever been to Wales. I don't think there's really any excuse for it either. Is it one of those things you could imagine it would have been accidentally, or I would have been doing a when I was doing the house moves. That's how I went to Northern Ireland. But there's really no excuse. Been to Liverpool. That's kind of, you can see whales from Liverpool. You wouldn't right now, I well. The Scots are no stranger to rain, but yeah. I had a great time at Liverpool. I went to see Cat Stevens. It's great. Yeah. So I've not actually started drinking yet because it's not 8 o'clock. I've got a bottle of something else, which might be a huge mistake. Hey Dave, how's it going? Almost ready to start drinking. So, I've even got a glass for this. Jen was in Portugal. Couldn't get. Actually tried to bring me back a carton of wine that was only £1, but they weren't allowed cartons. So, bought this at the airport, and it's Justino's Madeira 5 Reserve Fine Dry, and it's 19%. Drank kind of half the bottle last week and was absolutely tanked, so I'm going to drink the rest of it tonight. Hey Shaky Blues, happy Sunday. And that's 8 o'clock, so I'm going to try. I'm not sure whether this should be. See, it's you think the really classy wine has a screw top. This has actually got a screw cork, which is like, I don't know, it's incredibly strong. Yeah! Woo! The Rickencaster, it does have a Rickenbackery vibe about it. I was also thinking it's got a bit of an Ibanez Roadstery thing going on here. I don't know if I did remember looking at the wee amp. The thing about the wee funny amps is it's like they do their own thing. It's like now they're different. Like when they came out, people didn't want a quirky wee... Who's messaged me? In case it's something important. Oh, YouTube's live on my channel. I know, I put it on. But it's like that whole... It's the same with the wee silly synthesizers and keyboards. It's like they've got their own sound and people now go, oh, that's what you want. You don't... These were all bought, 10, 20 years ago. People just wanted a Marshall stack that you could fit in your bedroom. That's what everyone wanted. But I wouldn't mind a wee go at having some... I mean, I've been blown away by these cubes. I keep going on about them. Similar sort of thing with any sort of quality wee amp for what it's designed for. Get a good sound out of it. And sometimes I think when you've got an amp that doesn't sound very good, but you can get a good sound out of it, so as long as you can get, you play it for 5 minutes and you get one thing, if you get that one thing, you just use that one thing that it does, and then you end up changing the way you play. And it, same as when you get a guitar, it's a different sound, you end up going, hey, Underbird said hi. So who's bought a new guitar this week? I have not. I did modify the Kraken though. I was really unhappy with, not liking the bridge pickup. It seemed to be dead thin when you're playing. Well, you can't hear it there. When you're on the bridge pickup, it seemed to be dead quiet on the high E and a wee bit quiet on the B. And I thought it was the pickup, and I put when I bought my CSL telly, it came with a 1977, I think it is, or 78 Telecaster pickup. So I put that in it. I think I'm going to sell it. Not the guitar, just the pickup. I just think an original Fender pickup like that is worth more to somebody who's trying to put a Fender back together again. You try to put the original pickups back in a Fender than it is as a pickup, if you know what I mean. It's not... I don't think I actually... It doesn't sound fantastic, put it that way. I'm not sure about the positioning of it. But I'm the Bill Lawrence is going back in because it actually worked really well on the other sounds for some reason. Shaft I look good. I saw John Price, as I said, he's the man, and he commented on your post on something. He's the man that knows all about these things. From Bathgate, I think. A Squire bass V. Oh, you were actually in Anderson's, well. Yeah, they're strange. Did it have? I take it they probably changed the strings on it because the ones you get on it are crap. They're too thin, so you can't tune it to. Because my pal bought one. I think I Squire. I imagine I can't remember if it was a classic vibe or not, but the Squire one, and he bought other strings, thicker ones, and it basically it didn't really work as a bass. It was a bit farty because there just wasn't quite enough tension. And I took the strings off that and put them on the one I made, Fender 6, and they didn't work on it either, so I need to get Fender 6 strings so I can get mine going again. They are strange things. It's not something... I don't know, it's got a place, but it's like one of those things, the bass 6 sits very much next to the baritone, where it's kind of somewhere between a guitar and a bass, but not really as good as either, if you know what I mean. Hey Ben, I know, the bass 6 is strange. I played one, Jesse Ray, so I mean, I used to use it. I made a Claymore-shaped one, just for playing. There was one song had chords like that in it that I played because I wasn't a keyboard player, or to fill it out because I wasn't a bass player in the song. I don't know about the chord progression at the Streets of London. I feel I should. The bass 6 was my holy grail at one time. Before I started buying guitars and fixing them, I used to kind of make them. Just because I wanted a Fender 6, but I didn't want, at the time there wasn't a Squire option. Not that I was going to be spending hundreds of pounds on it anyway, so I made like a Fender 6 out of an old 30-inch scale bass and stuff like that. They work quite well. The thing is, a bass that I've not seen for ages, but had a few of them, was there's a Stag short scale bass, and it's got a really wide neck. And it's it's like, well, not really wide, but it's got a significantly wider than normal nut. So see, when you convert that into a Fender 6, it works so much better because the Fender 6 has got it's almost like a jazz bass nut, and then it's got 6 strings, whereas you want it thicker than a P bass nut. Then with the 6 strings, so you get some space between them. Stevie, was that for the Cure used to use one? They just sound mental. I mean, I've never had one with a whammy bar on it. I've made my Telecaster one, which in many ways is better than a real one. But you ever seen a Westfield Strat in that metallic coral peach colour? No, I don't think so. I think I did see a picture of it. Basics a Tale of Beatles vibe, I suppose. Yeah, I'm kind of probably talking more about the. It's just like you kind of know that there must be something wrong with it, otherwise there would be lots of people making them. Jet Harris did play one, yes, but that's kind of it. You know, you're just thinking, it's like, be great, but yeah. I don't know if there's much use. You're saying it was meant to be for guitarists because it's kind of like a bit easier because all the strings are tuned the same, and it's like, if you're playing the bass, it's like if someone says, I try and play something like a bass line on a guitar, you don't touch the thin strings, you just play on the E and A, don't you? Which is kind of what you do on the bass as well, so I don't really get that bit. Bass track sounds per Cowboy soundtrack, it does, but Ampwell, see if you tune it baritone, put the different strings on it, tune it B, E, A, D, G, B, E, because I had a EB6, or I made an EB6 out of a bass I should not have chopped up, but I did because I didn't know what it was. An old Avon Rose Morris Japanese thing, Matsumoku. And I've converted that into a 6-string bass, and I had the bass 6 strings on it, and then when I built the Telecaster one, I took the bass 6 strings off that, and then I put baritone strings on it, and it's amazing. See, when you've got like the 30 or the 28 30-inch scale, with a tune to a B, you just get all the open chords. They're all the wrong chords, if you know what I mean. But so it's not when you play an A, it's not an A. But when you play the open shapes, they're just pure brawn. It's the best big open G you've ever had, and because it's a different chord, so that'll be a D or whatever it is. It's a different voicing from what you normally get when you're playing it on the guitar. So if you're playing like major chords, I know A, D, and E on the guitar, and you play along with the bass, you just play. It'll be G, C, and it'll all be open chords as well. It's amazing. The low E and D, the D28 are earth moving. I know exactly what you mean. Yes. Oh, that's actually lasting. Oh. Yeah, so I wasn't really that impressed with the Fender pickup. I think what it is because the bridge isn't quite in the right place, so I had to slide the tuners dead high up. So basically, what it means is the pickup's just dead close to the string. It's just it's like here. I think it's just not really enough. There's not enough vibration in the strings with the Pelly pickup where it is. I don't really know how I'm going to sort that. But I have been playing this, and this is just the best guitar in the world. Oh yeah, you're right, there is a Schecter. I don't know. I love the idea with the tremolo arm. It's just really annoying. It's Lonnie. It's just really annoying that you can't. As I was saying there about the baritone thing, where you get the big bow, doo 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 doo, really amazing. You can't get that in normal tuning, or it's standard tuning, but it's like B, E, A, D, F sharp, whatever it is. And it's just annoying not being able to. You'd always have to transpose. So if you're playing along with someone, this one's an A, like it's an A, so I'll play a D. It's like kind of a wee bit weird. Talking about Schecter, that yes, that used to belong to Shakespeare's sister's bass player. I think it'd been kicking about Glasgow a few years. Unfortunately, it was me that put most of the damage on it. It wasn't really that old when I bought it. But it's the best bass. Ever since Jess told me how to fix it, he's like, you can't just kneel on it. I did, because it's my bass. So I knelt on it, and I got an extra turn of the truss rod, and it's perfect. It's like, yes. I'll say that again. He's got it. Oh. Maybe I was trying to have a proper swig of this, see if it kills me. It's so piratey. Yeah. Oh. But 2 Honor Marine Band and harmonicas, are they? I don't know. I thought Honor. I seem to remember my pal. That's when we just started playing the guitar. My pal had got one of those Neil Young things at home, the stands, and I'm pretty sure he was buying Honors. He just bought it like a Honor one, and this is the same one that Neil Young uses, and it was like 25 quid or something like that. 100 quid for both. Well, but you're buying the most expensive thing. That's the real one. I actually bought a set of harmonicas in the car boot sale. It was 4 for a tenner. Something like that, and they're Japanese. I can't remember what make they are. But I think I've got 2 of the keys that you actually need. Whenever I remember buying, I think it was Victor Morris buying harmonica before, and it was like, it was C sharp or something. It was like, that's dead useful. There wasn't any Bob Dylan songs that used that. Best harmonicas you can get. The thing which you can't take away from a harmonica is that I've always loved this. Even this goes right back to the Happiness Patrol, Doctor Who. And there was a bit where there was a blues guy who was a mental, freaky fucking episode Doctor Who, but it was a black guy doing blues, and he was just basically, he would just stand in a street corner, and he just pulled out a mouth organ, and it just, you know, I love that thing was like, you want to have a jam? Aye, no problem. I'm ready, go. You know, that amazing. Obviously, you can't do that with a guitar or anything like that, even though I've tried. Jaguke monikers. I remember getting a folder. I think I've still got it. A folder, and this is back when it was at uni, and I printed out like all the chords and stuff like that, and I just couldn't bend my head around it. It was really difficult. While I was trying the bass, Six in the booth, maybe but a Bugera guitar combo sounds great. Never had one. They could be. I mean, they could be. I'm trying to think. I think Mr. Whitesnake's got a Bugera. I think a lot of it's to do with just having the right amp for what it is you're actually wanting to use it for, and I think that's maybe where my going on about the rolling cubes again. They just work really well at the volume we're at just now, whereas the soft tech and all that, they sound fucking brilliant through a 4x12 playing along with drums, but not so good when you're just sitting in the house. So it's a case of finding the right one for you. Briefcase full of brews, yes. A pocket full of soul. It's one of those things that I think I fannied about with it for half an hour a couple of times on a mouth organ, and I didn't do anything good. You know, the first time I ever really picked up a guitar was actually my pal had left over a Black Sabbath, the anthology guitar book, and I looked up Paranoid, looked at the tab and thought, oh, that probably means put your fingers there, and I played the intro to Paranoid. Within 30 seconds I'd played something that was good, that I'd meant to do, and I thought, that's great. It never really happened with a harmonica. It just seemed to be it seemed to be the tune I always played. But getting to a Marshall 1x12. Do I really want a key effect? A K effector? Refund for the missing Harry Pro T issue, right? Or need something else to make up for my disappointment? I don't know. Do you want one, Sony? Was that the TS? That was the through neck one? Yeah, that would have been amazing. Indiana Sphere. I've never seen a harmonica as good as you can. Brilliant. Check it out. But I mean, is it? Yeah, I mean, I need to give it a go. Again, yes, maybe there's just not really that much stuff with harmonica in it. Pure love. The Wizard out. There you go. Irish Stew. Yes. In fact, we're playing Halloween. If anyone's about in Halloween, we're playing with the Swampborn Assassins. And last time we played with the Swampborn Assassins, Charlie, their singer, plays harmonica and did come up and played harmonica while we did The Wizard. So I need to have a look at that. But yeah, I mean, it's like there's not that many songs that I've got Wizard that have been, but I mean, it's a case of if I find the right kind of music, maybe that'll just appeal. Yeah, totally. That's right, you said you can only have both pickups on at once. That's unless you get me to wire it. That's the same as Wayne's got that one with it's got like an organ. That's an amazing guitar actually. It's got like the organ, a drum machine from an organ in it, with bossa nova and shit in it built into the guitar. But it's got two knobs and a switch, and both pickups are always on. I think it's even got coil splits. Bro think he's Vin Diesel. Who's on it? The through neck bastard. Mind you, I got is it eBay you got the refund through? Because I remember getting my Squire Mikey Way bass sent through my Hermes, and it never arrived, and I got my money back, and then 2 days later the wee woman from my Hermes said, I think this might be yours, and it was just basically a fucking one of those bin bag with a zip, the sort of material big bag with no padding whatsoever, with a bass in it. And the only reason they knew what it was is because I'd put in the description or the key thing, I'd put in Mustang. So they've obviously opened and go, it says Mustang on it, and it's like, and I ended up getting it. Isn't Buckfast known as Red Vin Diesel? Well, it is now. I quite like that, yeah. Or Red Van Diesel. I don't know. This is stronger. Oh. I did not keep the refund, no. I messaged back to my Hermes and said, I know this is ridiculous, but I did get the guitar. I'm quite happy with it. Can I just refund the thing? The woman around was like, yeah, what, pooh. I mean, it's karma. My Hermes have never fucked me about. So that's the one time they didn't fuck me about. It wasn't obviously their fault, but it was like the package that it was in. It was just because it was that someone had sellotaped a label on it and the label just fallen off immediately. But I still got it. It's from Cash's. All right. That sounds like, I don't know. That sounds like, I wonder if that sounds like maybe somebody from the shops pinched it. I don't know, I remember the Effector. I remember there being one for 30 quid in the shop round the corner from the general dealer forever. No, it wasn't an Effector. It was a Strat of some sort. Got 2 cracking big frame Pink Floyd posters last year, kept refunding the posters. Well, it's one of those ones where it's like, you can't really send them back now, can you? I suppose Pink Floyd could probably afford it as well. Hey, Arco Bangerie, so I've have to be a bit of... I don't know how to play the song. Okay, right, yeah. Bastard DHL at it. You never saw your Ibanez Paul Stanley pop up for sale at Went Walkies? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that it's like Fast and the Furious, where these are things are pinched to order. Do you know what I mean? Somebody specifically wanted an Ibanez Paul Stanley, therefore when it appeared, they got it. No questions asked. Milton Keynes was built by the Illuminati. Milton Keynes is a bit mental. I saw Ozzy Osbourne there, or Black Sabbath there. It's because you're meant to get another guitar, Sloaney. There's another one. Don't know which one it is, but I mean, there's a reason you don't get these things. I would be tempted to say that if somebody you know, Amp Wales has an Effector, maybe looking at something that nobody's got. Oh, sorry, I can't. I'm not going to be able to take that off yet. Oh. Hey Andy, the Untapped Region. Oh. I'm having a terrible time with Facebook Marketplace right now. I remember this happening before. It's like, see, even though it's set to within 50 kilometres of my house and all that, it's like, oh, that's an interesting guitar. It's in Southend, right? But it says I've got a 50 kilometre radius, so it's just pages of ones in the South England. Fuck off. It's really annoying. Hey, Mr. Whitesnake. Did you buy the Paul Stanley? Did you get your monologue? Did you see that? I wonder what it is yet. Hey, Violet, play The Cure. I don't know how you play The Cure. I couldn't hum any of their songs. We were talking about them earlier on as well. I was playing I've got a Fender 6, but I don't know any Cure songs at all. The Cure, more cowbell. An Aria Pro 2, a West one pinched. It does seem a bit extreme, sorry, because I mean I've never had any pinched. I must have bought more than you. Maybe they're just, I don't know. Maybe it's just because you're, you know, in the Shire. Yeah. I'm going to see the new IMAX Epic Elvis movie. What's the Epic Elvis movie? Is that like an actual Elvis movie or just a movie about Elvis? I don't think I know. Honestly don't think there's any Cure songs you could put on and I would go, oh, I recognise that one. Because every time I've ever heard any Cure songs, I've gone, I've never heard that before. So, but maybe I've heard it once. Hey Kevin, the Corker's amazing. I'm absolutely loving it. It's just so... Like, that wasn't even a hard note. It's still ringing. Yeah, man. to uploading the epic video. Oh, is that mean the thing was in then? The monologue's in? It is difficult, but I don't know, shaking this eye. The thing is, it's like, if you're going to go into shops and buy guitars, you can sort of plan ahead, whereas it's like, the thing, I've not planned on buying a guitar for decades. They just show up. I didn't really, the last few I've bought, it's like, I didn't really want to buy a white Yazuki Telecaster, but it's like, I thought I'd have that. Yeah, it's great. Oh, it's in concert, brilliant, aye. I did see Elvis 2000 with his whole band and him as a projection. I mean, the Shire, you can take the girl out the Shire. You know what I mean, Sonny? It's alright. Hey, Christine! Can you play some Nirvana? I'm actually, I probably could, I actually know a couple of Nirvana songs, probably. Not the other way. No. That's pathetic, I can't remember who. In fact, I've got the chorus thing actually. That'll be good. The 80s. I do really like the song that's stolen from. Like the ACD song, she's got it all. I know she's got balls. I don't know she's got it all. Do you use pedals? Yeah, I've got well, that's actually the chorus is on the amp, but I've got a tube screamer and a rap pedal and a tuner and a loop pedal. But currently there's nothing on, just a rolling cube. Measure must be taking some of these guitars. I have someone showed me the Marketplace Blazer. I wondered if it maybe had it was a zero on the end of it. But it's a Blazer that's got a special bit of metal pickguard. Not because the old pickguard snapped, because it's got the jack socket goes into the pickguard, so if you stand on it, it snaps. So it's got a bit of metal on it. Yeah. No, I mean, my pals knew when this thing for... Look at that. So who knows what that is, and who played one of them. He didn't pay that much for it though. Well, still, it wasn't free, but it was still cheaper than a classic Vibe. You know what I mean? Handmade by, that's the one, Amp Wales. It is it's not black. Marty McFly's one was black, but it is an RS. It doesn't have the sticker on it. I think it's a 440 or a 430. There's normally a sticker on the back telling you what it is. 1984. Blade pickups. Anyone know why it's got a purple pickup? Doesn't really look purple. It is purple. I don't know where. I don't know where that came from. Actually, I might play that in a minute. Easy to hold. I know. I hope she's got it all okay. I know Whole Lot of Rosie. Angus never used a rat. I was actually thinking a gig. I've got a Boss. It's not an SD one. What's the one that's got the OD and the DS in it? Might be the SD one. It's not the Overdrive and the Super Distort. Is that an OS one, the one I've got? It's basically the same yellow one, but it's got an extra knob and it's kind of like a blend knob between the two pedals. I need to use it. I don't know what it will sound like through the... I felt it sounded a bit... When I was doing the all valve setup, I found that, see, when you had a pedal that wasn't true bypass and it was buffered, it made it so you could hear it not being right, which might not make any difference in the Cube because it's all digitalized. The black one is on my bucket list. I would. The thing is, it's lovely and the bridge is completely intact. It's got all the bits, even the bars and the thingy. The head has gone beige, but apart from that, I would probably rather it had a white scratch plate, but I don't know. Love the Guns N' Roses version of Whole Lot of Rosie. Dear. I'm away off as a rat pedal on the Tech 21 Sam's amp pedal, kind of the same ballpark. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Is that not the... Is the Sans amp not the bass DI box thing that I've got a Behringer copy of? Rat's kind of like a fuzz pedal or something. I don't know, but the Rat's easy to make because the one I'm using is I've got like a real one worth a couple £100. That one's fucking 12 quid off Temu. I'm not sure it works as well with the Cube as I think the thing is that, see, if you've got a sound that isn't exactly what you want and you just keep using it, you eventually just get used to it. It's fine. The Cocker sounds a good bit better than the Kraken. I don't know if I've got the Kraken set up right. I don't know, the DiMarzio Super Distortion might not be the right thing for that guitar. It's in a strange place as well. I don't know. This is an extremely ridiculous guitar though. It's just like... a Westtone Prestige 250. I'll sell you a Prestige 227 if you're after a guitar. I never play it. In rose pink shade. Aye. So I think the 250 is... It's the money you have to pay for these things. Maybe look at the... Wayne's got a Westtone... I think it's a Thunder 3, all in white. It's kind of like... I think... Am I right in thinking... No, the Prestige isn't. Aye, the Prestige has binding on it. That's what makes it a Prestige. Because the one I've got is later on, it's got like a carved top Thunder. It's like basically a version of Thunder. A Casio. I remember there being one of them in cash converters. The only cash converters I ever knew existed when I was at uni, which was on just down from where the Odeon Cinema used to be. It was not Bath Street. I can't remember which street it is. But in there, and they had one, and it was 90 quid or 100 quid, and it was just too expensive. It's like kind of it's just basically a real guitar, but it's got like a cassette player in it and a speaker, so you can play along with the cassettes. I'm not really sure. I remember them having various electric A Mad guitars on the one in the Flight of the Conchords, those sort of things, but they were never how much they should have been. They were never 50 quid. They were always 100 and something, and it was always like, although it would be cool and cheesy for 100 quid, I could buy that's how much my bass cost. Do you know what I mean? Or not the Schecter, obviously. That's how much my electric guitar cost. Or my amp costs. I don't really want to be buying some plastic guitar with a tape deck on it. Although obviously now I would. That is actually really nice though. Oh. He's a mixing board at this point, still a low budget talent situation. Yeah. I mean the mixing things are handy, but you can pick up a wee desk for fuck all. Like I said, I used to have like so many desks running when I was in Lindsay. I had the keyboards all set up. I ended up buying about 10 keyboards in a year, like a Yamaha DX7, a DX21, a Roland SH, the Mini Brute, the Moog, the DJX, the massive Korg, the KYK1. I'm thinking about it when I was standing playing it, because it was fucking like a Rick Wakeman type setup, and I had all the keyboards all plugged in, all set up, and I had them all running in a 12-track desk. The Prestige 250 Antique Cremora is flame brown. I know the one. The thing that's always broken with them is this tailpiece. It's got quite an ornate tailpiece, and they're quite often broken. It's about £400 or £500 too expensive. Is it that much? But I mean, I just think that there's positions for ones that nobody knows about that you can get. There's Aria Pros and stuff that you'll get cheap. I've got a banging Aria Pro which I shouldn't have. I was thinking about the other day. I sold the bass, but the laser. It's called a Laser Heritage, and it's like, what's it like? It's got a Thor sound neck, and it's kind of like a bit like a somewhere between a Westone Thunder and a Strat, kind of the same contours as a Westone, but Strat shaped, and it's fucking amazing. And it's not worth any money because you type it in and it won't come up in anything. 1,100 quid. You can't play that for a guitar. I don't know. I don't think you would ever get your money back. It seemed excessive. I mean, I can't remember what I paid for mine. I mean, I paid quite a lot. Well, no, I didn't. I know I didn't pay anything like that. Brown and flamed. The thing is, it'll be ridiculous. The reason I bought the Prestige was, one, the colour, because it's a sort of pink to red burst. Fucking mental. Also, I wanted to see what an expensive Westone was like, because I've had 10 Westones, all fucking brilliant. All of them on the cheaper end of the scale. You know what I mean? And then you got the Prestige, and you get the neck through, the triple binding or the 4 times binding, and the ebony. And it's the luxury one, and it's like fucking really, really, really nice. I've actually still got the Spectrum 3, and I was really annoyed because I actually paid an extra 20 quid on top of the price of the Prestige for the Spectrum 3 because it's the matching colour and it looked fucking great. But the Prestige was 3 times the price new, and I paid 20 quid more. I maybe paid 20 quid more for the Prestige, but it should have been 3 times the price. You get the same Prestige and Malco, but in blue. Absolutely incredible guitar. Yeah, it's the blue one. I've got the Spectrum 3 is that shady blue. So I've got the shady pink thing, man. And yeah, no, it's amazing. I've never got on with it. It's actually a bit like this. I've never got on with it. It's one of those ones I keep digging out and playing. PV signature, absolutely stunning. Tell me to listen. Yeah, Sloney, maybe it just means you'll end up with a very special Westone. like I keep seeing it coming up for sale. The best West Tone Thunder I've ever played keeps coming up for sale here. It's like cherry red on either side, and it's got it's not a neck through. It's a set neck one, so it's a Thunder 2, and the guy I'm pretty sure I keep seeing it for like 250 quid. It's got a really bad looking crack in the neck here, which obviously why it's cheap, but it's totally solid, and it's the best West Tone guitar I've ever played. Probably somewhere around about that. Aria Pro XR series, HM Floyd Rose Speak the 300, considering it. They're not the same level though, not to be snobby, Scott, but like they'll be fine. That'll be a great guitar if you compare it to modern guitars, you know, like the Korean. Yeah, it's totally, but you can't compare it to like the Japanese one. It's not the same thing. Still be very good. It won't be Japanese though, but it'll be like, you know, what's it, a PRS Silver Sky, that level. You know what I mean? Ghost Riders in the Sky, I suppose it's good. Rich Eagle. I don't know. I don't know. It wouldn't be. But you'd never travel. How would you draw $3,000 or something? I don't know. But so what I say, put them up for sale, see which one sells better. I have to say that I've never bought the natural one just because they were kind of common. I figured eventually I would pick one up for 50 quid. And this is going back 20 years. Never really did. Well, I ended up getting one off Jen, but it's already been painted. I bet I'm at 10 guitars. Well, there you go. That's good. It sounds pretty heavy, but there you go. Aye. So what you need is more amps. You can store some amps for me if you want. I've got hundreds of them. I mean, there are some Eagles that look stunning. What was the BC Rich I had? Wasn't mine. The guy who's Eyes for You, the guy from Dunoon, he had one that was called a masterpiece, and it was like it was like a matte finish, but it was fucking amazing. It was like just one of those. It was a Mockingbird, but it was so contoured. It was kind of like a cross between an Ibanez S series and a Mockingbird, and it was fucking lovely. A lovely guitar. Got the Fender G-Deck. Is that the one that I had a shot of? The one with it's got the MIDI in on it. Let's get it. I have not tried the Boss Katanas, but I mean, Boss, Katana, Roland Cube. Is that they're the same company, aren't they? So it's basically fucking love the Cube. Does the the Katana have a jazz chorus setting on it? Just out of interest, because I mean that would be where it comes in. But I mean maybe it just goes back in technology a wee bit. I don't really like any of the overdrive sounds on the Cube. But I mean if it's got that jazz chorus sound, which I don't see why it wouldn't. It's more modern, so it'll sound at least as good as that. Probably the same. The NG Classic, right? Got you. Yes, I know the ones you mean. I've only got two now. I've only got two. Oh well. But I've got the original NG, the Nagoya Japan ones. With the MIDI, get yourself a... You want a shot of my Casio MIDI guitar? I saw one of them recently and it wasn't that expensive. It was at 250 quid. And that's it's a Japanese Fuji Gen Strat. Like, regardless of whether it's got all the MIDI computer shit in it, it's like a solid, proper guitar. It does have a really bizarre flat fingerboard, though. A double wide trailer, Mr. Whitesteak. Whoa. You can extend it with tarp. Aye. No. What were we talking about? USB Tone Studio. See, I don't know. But ultimately, that is the thing. It's like I don't like all being able to adjust everything, all the effects. That does not mean that if I used a Katana, I could just find the one I liked and use that. So I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's just snobbery. I would turn up with a Orange or the Sovtech. But the thing is, they sound phenomenally good, if you know what I mean, but only at volume. They don't sound good at lower volume. They sound alright, but they don't sound... And even then, I'm not talking about recording sound, I'm talking about, we're actually there and it's bursting your eardrums. That's amazing. Oh. I'd imagine if you get the Fender G-Deck's probably quite a good wee amp. Oh, you need... I thought I'd burst my loop pedal earlier on. I took it to bits and then I realised what I'd done is there's a button on the front that I'd stood on that turned it to the auxiliary input, so that was why nothing was coming out. It was because it's got like a head... I don't know, you could play an MP3 player into it or something if you wanted to. Well, you would want to do that, I don't know. What was that, Jam? Fucking daddy cool. When I was using these cubes is okay, not using the Digitech loop pedal, but everything else was going to be portable. The thing I was thinking as well with the Street Cube's got a second input, so it's not going to be as good as the bass amp as well, but you can have the bass and guitar coming through it. Oh, sorry, I know exactly what you mean. Yes, it's all in the thingy. What is it what was it that the amp Jen had? It wasn't the orange one, it was straightforward. It was the Vox. There was a Vox one she had. I had a shot of it and it sounded fucking brilliant. And what it did was, you had to read the manual, but if you held in, I think it was the power button or the mode button, you had to hold it in for 3 seconds and it went red instead of green or yellow. And that meant it was just a fucking amp and all the knobs worked live rather than being any parameters. And, you know, it was just every knob, if it said it was at half, it was at half. And what a difference that made. It just made, you got the actual sounds of the amp, which are fine. I couldn't be arsed with the scrolling through menus to try and turn off all the fucking reverb and flanger that I don't want. But that sounds fucking shit, Sloane. Total bollock. Imagine if you had balls, how much more annoying that would be. So you're lucky. I live in the city. It hosts a lot of artists. Graffiti everywhere. Yeah. Is it actually proper graffiti though? Because I mean, it's like there's a big difference. It's like you get graffiti in Glasgow, but it's mostly just your ma, or you know, Malco was here, or Rangers. It's like it's not really an art expression. Do you know what I mean? Down set loop as well. Yes, I know there's an auxiliary in, there's a headphone out, and there's a mic in. I have used the mic in before because I remember having the congas with a mic set up on it, so I could, and I had a mute switch that I made. It was quite funny. I was just looking at it, I'm thinking I've got my bass EQ pedal, which I've never actually used, but I use it all the time as a mute switch, so I don't have to turn off the bass. You could just use any pedal for that. It's almost like, see if you just want a mute switch, just buy one of these Temu pedals for £6. You don't even bother fucking putting battery in it or anything like that. Just have it on, there you go, on off switch, mute. Sorted. There's something that I don't know, I think maybe Dave Simpson's a bit too much like me, I don't know. I get annoyed with him and I never really follow them. Maybe he's just better than me, that's what's annoying about it, I don't know. I mean, I've never tried a Katana. The thing is, I don't really want to have. I've always just wanted clean, a bit distorted, and quite distorted. I don't really want anything else. So it's like, it's nice having different amps. I think maybe it was that that Fender amp that got me, the Vaporizer, where it was kind of stuck with just the clean. And I was like, oh, I wish I could have that up and running again. It's too loud though. Oh. There's different Katanas the way. No, as I said, it's like how good the Roland Cube is, and it's 20 years old. The Katana, same company, it'll just beat it. It's not going to be in any way not as good. And Neil Levang played an early 1960s Fender bass, offset Jaguar Jasper. I don't know, it's just, I feel, I watch Andertons, and that's really the only regular guitar channel that I really watch, because I feel that that's more it's like the news rather than, you know, it's just a salesman. I don't know, whereas all the other ones, I kind of don't want to be influenced. I'm not doing that, whereas if I watch somebody else, I might go, oh, he's done a video on that, and then everyone ends up doing the same fucking video. So if I just don't know what anyone else is doing, mine will be different maybe. Or it could be better. I think Mr. White said the Katana is a modelling amp, but I mean, so is the Cube, innit? I don't know if it's called a modelling amp, but it's got the Jazz Chorus amp model on it, and then it's got the other ones that are all shite sounding, so that must be it. Maggot Brain, is that I know the one. That's, I can picture. I never bought any of that stuff. I wish I'd bought some funk records. If you convinced you needed a fifth guitar, you could have sold the other ones, Sony. I've got too many guitars. I'm not even looking at them now. It's like it's disgusting. I'm kind of embarrassed. The problem is I really like them all. I don't have very many uninteresting or ones that I don't really like. Because I sold them. You know, as I've talked to my pal Ron earlier on, it's like, okay, with lots and lots of guitars, they're not. To get them, I bought and sold lots and lots and lots and lots of guitars. So it's like, and I kept all the ones that I couldn't bear to part with. Even some of them which I could probably have got some money for. I wouldn't have paid money for them, but I could probably have got some money for, unless they were, you know, it's just like, there's guitars that I find interesting and ones I don't find interesting, and it's like, everyone must be just different. You know, if Foxy's ever come back, as in Blacktooth Fox, I haven't heard from him for a while. I'm sure he's got a kid, so I'm sure I will need to look up with him. Foxy's Guitar Channel, I saw a video he put up the other night of, is it some heavy metal concert on ice thing he was at, like just like a normal human video, not a guitar related video. Now around the 50 guitars mark, each one tells a story. Well, that's it, Slonny. Just, as long as you play them, play them. Yes. His challenges too, his Hendrix, Vishanti, Moore, etc. as good as I've heard in 45 years, but he wants to do his original to the North Upside Down beat. Was this Dave Simpson? Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking again, someone was trying to convince me to go, why are you playing in pub bands and stuff, and it's just, I don't think the magic would be there for me. It's like I've got to be playing something that I absolutely love. I couldn't, not that, I mean, obviously I'll go up and jam Black Magic Women with you or something like that. That'd be great fun. I'm not wanting to do that like the record though. What's the fucking point in that? Hey Scooter Muppet, what are we talking about? Slowly not have intent to play the guitar, but you can play it unplugged. Still sounds as good, but it's not. In some ways it's better. You can sing, but he's not a singer. At one point, I could have sang. What's your note then, Scooter Muppet? Was your collection dead? Yeah, but so what? You're not losing any money on it. You could just think if you were into gambling or golf, or say you were into football. Fucking how much you spend a year on season tickets to go and see? Let's be honest. Even a cheap bastard team, Clyde, St Mirren, something like that. How much is it? That's going to cost. That's a couple of guitars a year. Plus, you need the football strip every year, don't you? That's going to be what, 50? Yep. Yeah. And then going to the pub and you have to drink. No. You know, to walk into that one, wanting some Sabbath thing because it's C sharp. You can crank up to 11. I don't know if I ever really like playing that loud. Sometimes it's nice to play loud. It's much more fun playing loud when you're in a band though, like playing the bass, because then you can be fucking super loud. And the louder I play, the louder the drummer hits, so he can hear himself, and then the whole thing gets louder. It's like, yeah! There we go. I don't know if I can even play him. I don't know how you play Voodoo Child. I should know. Not playing a Strat, so it doesn't sound right. Don't play most of the guitars. See, I don't want to admit to the fact that I don't play most of them all. I don't know how. Yes, there are guitars I have. Yeah, okay, I've kind of got divisions as I moved in here. I have definitely not played half of my guitars since I moved here. Half of them, definitely. And I have been specifically looking at them. But it's keeping the nicer ones, but it's not just a case of keeping the nicer ones, it's keeping the ones that... It's like twofold. Like, say you've got a black Squire Strat, like a classic vibe, black Squire Strat, right? That's great. Lovely guitar. But it's dead easy to find that. That means it's also dead easy to sell. So it's dead easy to sell because everyone knows what it is, so you get 300 quid for it. And then it's dead easy to buy one back if you ever wanted one again. Whereas you look at your Ibanez Roadster, your Suzuki Telly or anything like that, it's going to not be that easy to sell. And you're not going to get that much money for it. You're only going to get 200 quid for that, really. And it's fucking Japan. It's not a Squire classic vibe. It's how could you sell that? You could go as low as 4 guitars. Got to make room for drums. Sorry, stream of thought. I don't know, Mr. White State. The problem is you're not going to be able to replace them. Mind you, if you've got Squires and stuff, just sell them. That's what I did. I don't have any Squires or Epiphones left. Fuck them. Or even Gibsons, apart from ones that have got, or Fenders that have got any significance to me. I've got no... I have owned Mexican Fenders. Have I owned American Fenders? I don't know if I don't think I've ever owned an American Fender. Well, the Music Master, I've still got that. Aye, some pubs do. They know they've got decibel. It just depends how much of a dick they are for the decibel meter things. Yeah, they just turn you off. Yeah. There's certain guitars I'd never sell, the one you can't replace because it's so weird. Yeah, but there's also the element of... I mean, I would never sell my Gibson SG. Okay, it's quite a rare one being Ferrari red, but I mean, there's other ones. You know, I could get another one, but if I got another one, it wouldn't be my one because I've had it for so long. You know, there's that as well, whereas like the Schecter P-Bass, I would never find another one, so... And I've had it forever. But some of them just click and some of them don't. I mean, I don't know. I'm sitting there thinking about my Washburn Wings series. Should I really have them? You know what I mean? They've all doubled in value since I got them. And it's like, and some of my most favourite ones are the reason I've kept them. Things like one of my favourite Westtones is the Spectrum H2, the wee yellow one, because it's all fucked. I paid 20 quid for it. It's maybe only worth a bit. Nowadays I'd probably get 100, 150 for it, but that's all. And it's fucking awesome. So I kind of like that one better than I like the Prestige, which you'd probably get 500 quid for. A few I wouldn't sell because I would struggle to replace them. So whether they actually really need replaced as well. Electroacoustic. And acoustic guitars at the minute. Oh, Scott, are you getting old again? It's like, just talk to Stevie Zero there with his fucking buying acoustic guitars. It's going to happen. I'm going to eventually end up playing acoustic guitars. I know I am. And jazz. There's no need for the Fender benders. I don't know. I don't know if do I really need... The electroacoustic thing, I suppose, it's only for performance. If you're gigging, then you need an electroacoustic. I suppose it'd be good for recording as well. At your age, yeah. I mean, that's amazing. I'm now playing the coffee. I'm now liking the coffee table era. Should maybe start up a coffee table era Facebook page. Anyone fancy doing that? And we could just decide. It's got to look like a fancy coffee table. You know, there's got to be rules. So this is not from the coffee table era, but it looks like a coffee table, so it's got to be part of it. And then, but it can't look like an IKEA shitey coffee table. It's got to look like an expensive coffee table. But I think that's what happens with the clean thing as well. +1 for coffee tables, yeah, we can all take up the coffee tables. I mean, this is insanely coffee table-y. I need to hit a coffee table where it would have to have like a glass pick guard. Yeah. I don't know how you set anything else up. Everything else is difficult to use. If it's woody and has grain, I wouldn't have said the Kraken's not a coffee table guitar though. Maybe it's got to be shiny. Maybe that's something to do with it. Your favourite acoustic's a Fender? I honestly think I've got a couple of fucking really expensive Washburns. My favourite acoustic's that wee Tirada thing that I got for a tenner. It's just that it's a wee bit weird, but it's not like the Yamaha APX BG slightly camp acoustic. It's still a proper acoustic. It's just a wee bit weird. A really nice size. And again, it's your perceptions of these things. It's like, I would take that, yes, rather than the Washburns are worth a few £100. Are they better? Well, probably, but not that much. Yeah, I mean, it's the fact it cost a tenner and I fixed it myself, it's already fucking right up there, and it plays amazing. A telly made from a chopping block. Well, why not? I mean, I've made guitars out of butcher's block, but the first double neck I made was actually out of literally a cutout for a Belfast sink. And it was like, after looking at it, it was like just a big board, and I was like, I reckon you can make a double neck out of that. So I made a double neck Telecaster. It was a 6-string bass, not a Fender 6, like a 6-6. Still got that. And a Telecaster. Brass and hardware, do deck stuff yet. Acoustic, we're not buying a Cardi to match. What was a Cardi? I don't know, I like the idea of dressing. I bought new shoes in the charity shop. White ones to go with my white telly, so I'm going to start dressing like your guitars. Like, yeah, fuck it. Oh. The small box was through there. A coffee table telly? Manson, alright, cool. It does sound... Alembic's okay. I think you're probably hitting the kind of nail on the head a little bit. The Alembic is, again, going in that direction a little bit as a corker, isn't it? Just by being wood, really, and a bit curvy, and maybe not entirely un-Alembic-y, actually. Kind of wouldn't surprise me if Alembic did make a Strat. It was kind of not 100 miles away from this. The guitars hard. I look at my guitars rocking and walnut. I don't know if I've been overweight. I don't know how thin you were before. You got a wee skinny thing inside a big leather jacket. Maybe I was drunk. Got the beer goggles out. It does have a wee bit. I think so. I mean, yeah. I hadn't really thought of that until now, but I think that might be it. A mahogany kick. All mahogany acoustics at the minute. Wow. I don't even know. I mean, I've got my Macassar ebony Washburn with Macassar cedar top, Macassar ebony back and sides, and then its brother, which is maple back and sides with a cedar top. But I mean, acoustics. The thing is, now I can kind of play them because I can. Which I've always wanted to be able to do, is to continue playing when I'm just making up shit without stopping, and I can now do that without a loop pedal through the... Does anyone else here use loop pedals? Oh, you're super thin, you've put on a stone. Well, it's like, yeah, super thin and put on a stone means you're still fucking thin. So, yeah. Don't be talking to me. I can probably get bigger boobs than you. And that's not cool. A Suzuki from the 70s in trans green, wow. I don't know, maybe just, again, it depends what kind of music you're playing, but I mean, to be honest, I don't really play, well, obviously I play bass in a Black Sabbath band, so I play a lot of Black Sabbath in that, but I don't really play any specific music from anything. I just kind of fiddle about. It's a wee bit of, I don't know, I was going to say playing TV themes and shit, but playing parts that shouldn't be on the guitar. He sold the loop pedal, kept playing crap. Mr. Whitesnake, the thing is, the loop pedal works. I couldn't believe it when I got that. It was like, fucking hell, look at this. This is a whoa. It was exactly what I wanted. And that was just when the thing started existing. For some people, it totally works. For other people, it doesn't work. I keep looking at it. If anyone's looking for a trio band creator pedal, our pal David's got one as well, and he fucking loves it. I don't know what the point is. You know, you can play chords and it plays automatic bass lines and stuff along with you. I don't really... Why would I want to do it? I don't know. It's kind of weird. What I think it would be really good for is if you kind of wrote songs in the Noel Gallagher style. I've got songs and they're kind of, I went down... like that kind of thing. If it was just chords, you could sing that and then turn the band creator on. It would just play the fucking rest of the band. It just, I don't know, it suit me. I thought that stomach was a woman should be pregnant. I said yes, it has been. And she nearly was, oh dear. BC at gigs are 500 in the States and 3k here. It would be cheaper to fly over, have a holiday and bring one back. Well, I know it's good, but the thing about the loop pedal is it's like, it's just that ability to play lead guitar over one chord and it will never stop. So you can just stick in. And then just over the top of it. But I've still got that going in my head. I've still got like an automatic loop pedal. So in my head, I played those chords. And then I just kind of kept that on the back burner going, da, 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 even though I didn't actually make a loop of it. You get one for 30 quid as well. Maybe a cool project to build that type of bass with a Squire offset Jazzmaster body. 3 slider switches. I did. I had one. Kevin, if you look back, I've sold it though. I built one. That was the first one I built. Was a Fender 6. It had the 4 switches on it with the 3, one for each pickup. Bought and paid for in front of the process. Then I'm starting to get a wee bit fitter now by going out on the bike a couple of times. A logical layout and auxiliary in. Yeah, I mean, I bought it because I was running stereo keyboards. I can't remember which keyboard I bought that was stereo, and I thought, oh, I might as well have it fucking stereo and use 2 amps. And actually, the reason I bought it was because I used to have the Jamman before it. I think it still had 2 switches. I think it was just the original Jamman. And I realised that it had been on for 18 months. As in, it had never been unplugged. The wee light had been on for 18 months. And I started thinking, that's probably been on for quite a long time. I should probably sell that and buy another one. So what I did was I looked up and I thought I fancied a stereo one. And I bought the stereo one and I basically sold I just bought it cheap and then sold the one for the same amount of money. And I think I had to pay for the postage of the stereo one. I just basically swapped them and I've had it ever since. It was great. The thing is, you just get used to it. Andy, when I was using that, the wee SOS one with the 1 switch for the one tap to start it, 2 tap to stop it. Whatever it was, once you've been playing it for half an hour, you forget what it is. And then I had to teach myself to go back into using the start and stop one. I don't know if I can really drink any more of this thing, mate. It's really fucking strong. You get the trio band just before COVID lockdown. Do you get it? I mean, I kind of understood it, but I think maybe it's just an ego thing. I don't like the idea of it writing a bass line for me. I don't want that fucking bass line that anyone else can do. I want my own bass line. I don't know. What's with these clickbait videos? Don't practice. I don't, and it shows. Well, have fun. I don't know did I practice? I don't know. Practicing's a strong word. I played a guitar. I learned stuff, but I mean, I don't know. It's great when you actually get to that point. I mean, I've been there for a while now. It's totally worth fighting if you're not there yet. When you get to the point of you're no longer running through. I mean, I'd admit, for years you sit there and, there's 10 riffs or 20 songs. So every time I pick up the guitar, I would play for half an hour, play everything I knew, just practice it and try and get it right. I've not done that for fucking years, so don't work it in. Just sit and just jam away. And I still, not just doing exactly that, I still think I'm finding things somehow. But I definitely think having nice guitars does help, or just having ones that you're dead into. It doesn't matter necessarily whether they're expensive or not, but if ones you're dead into and you like, makes all the difference. Actually, I was using P-Bass thought at the same time. Yeah. Right. There's fun to be had. The thing is, if it makes you play it, if it's your thing, it's your thing. And if it's not, they're kind of, if you buy it second hand, you know, you just sell it for a tenner or less. And then main issue is retaining all the chords. See, chords are a funny thing. I don't really know any chords or really ever use them. I just use power chords all the time. It's like occasionally, I don't know, it's like, it's never really interested me. I do appreciate that I have worked out shit, but I don't really, I mean, I'll play a minor or a major when the minor sounds wrong or whatever, but I've never done any other stuff. You know what I mean? Think about, I'm too much a bass player. I just go like up, you know. It's E D A. Just power chord it. Also, it leaves it unresolved. So if you just put that into the backing tracks, it means you can play minor or major because it's neither. A nice looking red trio pedal today. I don't know, but it's again, it's like that whole snobby thing about. I saw a thing on was it one bass player Facebook page earlier on, and there was happy. Oh, does anyone else just turn up with a pedal and an amp and a bass and not bother with any effects pedals, or you know, you're like, well, sometimes. I thought you could Mad Malco a new jazz bass baritone guitar with like several switches and volume tuners that go to 12 or 15 bigger sound, like the 22 different pickup sound options. Oh, I could totally do that with one of them. I could do it with a bass as well. I've never really done any stupid combinations. The problem is the bass kind of, is it really worth it? I don't know. I do actually. My pal Buster made a bass and then fucked it up. Couldn't wire it, and I've got it sitting. I've got a P bass. It's got 3 P bass pickups in it, which I need to connect up and buckify. But just give me 3. I was actually thinking of the stereo thing, because you could actually, if you split it, say it's 6 on switches, right, and then you do 3 P bass pickups, which are like the Z coils, you could switch on any one of the coils or any combination of the coils, so you could have like the treble strings from here and the bass strings from here, and just different combinations. So I thought that'd be quite interesting. Not even remembering the power chords. Yeah. Can you please play perfume? I mean, nobody can play a. Yeah, no, so I can't play, but that would get surprisingly better. See, when it's been playing that long, just like because I know what that sounds like. I've never played it before, apart from the last time I tried to play it and got surprisingly far way through it, I think. But there's only one easy Queen song. It's I can't remember. It was that one. A Russian Big Muff pedal. I don't know if I've never really got the Big Muff. I had a shot of the mushroom, the green. It depends what it is you're doing. I think I'm too into the Rat. I just feel I'm so used to the Rat. I mean, I've even got I think it's just a Big Muff. It's small. Is it the nano one? The one that's just basically a Big Muff but in a smaller container. No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not ready for it. I'm just not ready for it. Hey, Stallone Z-Tac, can you play Blue Bossa? Don't know what that is. I think you'll find that Scooter Muppet that Slow Knees Dog's got the option of toast or nothing. So I'm sure he would rather have sausages or bacon, but it's either toast or just go to bed. So it's better than nothing. Digital amp sims for online distribution. Well, there you go. I mean, I'm digital. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming that the cube's digital. Blue Bossa is one of the. I can't play any jazz at all, Stallone. It's like, if you ever think I'm playing jazz, it's just I'm making mistakes. Although I did actually watch a 20-minute video last night when I was going to bed. It said it was what you expect a jazz player to look like, a young guy, and he was like saying, yes, here's 20 minutes to all jazz theory in 20 minutes, here you go. And he basically just explained it all went in one ear and out the other, but I did grasp quite a lot of things from it. It's definitely worth looking at that. It's like watching one of your Paul Gilbert learn how to shred videos. I don't sit there and work out how to do the bits he does, but just watching him telling me about it, little bits of it seep through. He'll say something like, you always want to play an A after that. And like, regardless, I never play anything like what's on the videos, but it's great. I think people come and see the stream and think it's a request show, but when I can donate money and I'll replay, they'll sing me. Yeah, totally. Greyhounds in the wild, obviously. Sardines on toast. Perfect. Have you still got your Blue Fender combo? I take it you mean the vaporizer? I do. It really looks horrible in this room though, and it's also fucking loud, but I mean, I do really like that. I'd love to. I need to start going into the studio again with my pal Ivor and use that. I'd love to use that in a 3-piece fucking rock band. It'd be amazing. Whereas it's more lots of. I'm playing an American. You know, I'm not even. You can see Japanese guitars. He's a Princeton Tone Master. I think it's a digital. It's not bad. It's not the best, but I play it. Sometimes sometimes the 0.2 watt thing is handy. I don't know. Why not paint the vaporizer? Well, I don't think you can't really paint Tolex. I did a Buckycaster guitar that came with an amp once, and it hadn't dried in the 2 weeks when I sold it to the guy, and I was like, look, I'm sorry, this didn't really dry. And he was like, that's fine, it'll dry later, I'll put it in, I don't know, maybe it's still sticky. Oh. Oh, a red vaporizer. Yeah, I know. I think I keep hearing people having problems with the vaporizer being fucked. I think I've just been really lucky that mine works, so it's kind of, I wonder if I should sell it because it works really well. Hey, Testicle, this, and there's new people, but no, I can't play For the Love of God. I actually know which song it is you mean though. Boo 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 boo. That one, I've never tried to play it. I don't think I've ever actually heard the song apart from like a wee clip. A new view, I don't know, sort of rock, I suppose. Black Sabbath's my favourite band, Stallone. I don't know. I kind of just twiddle about and make stuff up, really. I don't know, and I don't know what any of these scales are called or anything like that. Red should I? Okay, Tolex sounds like it sounds like Tolex, yeah. Not by dog bot. Oh, sounds. Internet says Ender Fair Bass had 3 specialised single coil pickups, specially designed with a unique taller construction compared to standard guitar pickups for string pacing. Possibly, yeah, I don't know. New people, I play Steve Vai. I can't. Thing is, I've got an Ibanez SRG, so I should be able to, but we're more interested in coffee table shaped guitars and twiddling. And I don't think canned food's great for anyone really. That's just live doodling, yeah, totally. Sorry, I need to be. I don't have any more guitars. I'll see what this Roadster sounds like then, eh? my pal did say, you play that in your live stream, so I've got permission to play it, even though I've been drinking, even though I would not normally drink and play somebody else's guitar. Does it have a strap on it? It does. Huh? I'm a bass player looking to get a guitar. I wouldn't spend £1,000 on a guitar. That's insane. Especially if you're just starting. Get yourself an Ibanez Roadster. They're invariably fucking amazing. And you'll get one for £300-400, I think. I'm still in tune. That's the first time actually playing this. Pushed in. Sorry, I've fallen a bit behind with it. My coffee table is plywood. Well, there you go, yes. Hi, servants. My table is relic too, Mr. White. My dog is old. There are some great guitars, particularly used market for under the £500, definitely. Catch you later, Scott. 84 Ibanez, you'll get one of these, but I mean, yeah. I don't think we're particularly biased, Sony, but basically, yeah. What did you said? 70s made in Japan? No, it's 80s. You want 1980 to 85 is just... If it's from 80 to 85 and it's made in Japan, it's probably fucking brilliant. In the 70s, you get very expensive ones. And in the 90s, you get much cheaper ones. But, yeah, just 83 is a bit... Right. Yeah, but obviously I'm a bass player as well. I don't know, it's maybe not that obvious, but I'm a bass player more than a guitarist, maybe. This is really nice, this guitar, though. I mean, that's me, basically. I've never played this. Well, I played it a couple of weeks ago, and my pal got it, just like standing in his kitchen. Straight in there, and immediately it's just totally trust it. It's got that West Tone Thunder thing where it's like, well, I've got roasters and this one works, so it's the same. Well, I suppose they kind of do. You get the, what's it called? Maybe it's a couple of years old now. It's the AZ series. not called the Roadster, but I mean actually RG is Roadster guitar, so that one here is actually that is actually an Ibanez RG, and they still make the RG. It's just that it got pointier. It's a different guitar to that one though. It's heavier, bigger, more luxurious. You know, a 70s Japanese guitar is crap. Well, some of them are, but I mean, that's what it comes in with. It's like, you have to kind of know what you're looking for to get. Well, to be honest, at the price I bought this, you would never really lost. To get a Yuzuki, you have to know what you're looking for, and you can get an absolute amazing thing. But you're kind of safe with Aria Pro and Westtone and Washburn. If it's between 1980 and 1985, it'll be fucking brilliant. That's it. Unless it's broken. You've got a 70s Hondo, won't be Japanese though. The thing is, get them up at the chances are, I mean, see the number of guitars that if you just type it in, you'll come up with my fucking video, because I must have 100 videos where I've got, well, maybe not now, but when I put them out, there was no other videos on that particular type of guitar. And I like, my main thing was guitars that were good. The Japanese thing didn't come till later on, when I realised that you could actually, rather than paying £100 and getting a Korean guitar that's fucking as good as a real fucking fights like a £500, £700 guitar, you could actually spend an extra 50 and get a Japanese one that was as good as any guitar. Mr. Whiteside got the one bad off the factory day in Japan. Spend £200 on a Harley Benton and sell it for 50, or spend £200 on something you used to never sell it at all. Well, even if you're being relatively sensible about it, and you buy things everything will have a range. I mean, there's a certain amount of these things. It's like, where'd you get one of these? This was not expensive, but I've never really seen one. You've just got to be looking for them, and if it's the right guitar for you, it'll come out. It's like, I fancy an Ibanez Roadster. Which one do you fancy? Well, let's see what shows up. Because if you go, oh, I really want a Marty McFly one in black, yeah, you could probably get one if you're just going to spend £1,000 on it. But I mean, you will get one for half that if you wait. Most of the guitars I've had fixed, I found a video of yours about it. Yeah, that's the cheaper ones, like the Westfields and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, they can be made to get good. Newer bridge. It's a purple pickup. I don't know what it is, but the bridge is a power rocker. It's called. Or spend some £50 something needing work fix at £1,200. Yeah. Malcolm TV in the 80s, very good. Yeah. I mean, you can make all guitars play better by just fidgeting with them. It's just that they're so good, you can get a guitar to play no matter what you do to it. You'll never get it above a certain level. And with guitars like this and the ones we're talking about from the 70s, that level is way higher than anything you could buy for £1,000 new. Way higher than that. You know what I mean? If you set it up and got it playing right, it's sky's the limit, really. Love it when you realise I have a guitar that Malco doesn't have. What, a Les Paul? I'm fucking interested in no Les Pauls. Screw him up another one was me buying 3 guitars for £100. All of them fucked, and one of them being a Westtone, and then doing up the other 2, getting in profit and keeping the Westtone. That kind of thing. You do get to the point of going, I can't afford not to buy that though. This guitar's fucking amazing. It feels pure massive compared to the red one. I don't have a saxophone voice now. I've got a guitar that I can make a saxophone sound on because it's MIDI though. This is the same neck that's on my Other one. Yeah, no, it's good. But that's the best deals are always that. You look at it and there's, 3 or 4 guitars. It's like you just think, oh, that one just needs strings. That one the electrics doesn't work in. That one the electric doesn't work on. And the other one's the one I want. Oh, that's how I got the Hofner Colorama. This guitar sounds fucking amazing. These pickups are amazing. It's dead positive, forceful, confident sounding. Not all Roadsters are as good as this. I think maybe the later on ones are maybe a bit better. There's some I've played that were a little bit on the heavy side, and that Blazer I've got's not fucking brilliant. Yamaha electrics. Yamaha's are fucking brilliant guitars. Those are ones that you can tap them up to a really excessive amount. Like those ERG ones are just fucking brilliant. I've actually got one sitting there. Is it when there's no interesting guitars for sale in weeks and half doesn't show up? Wow. You just got to decide, don't you? I don't know. You have 3 synths. Oh, a teleshape Yamaha, wow. It's brutal trying to sell guitars when you live on Butte, I bet it is. Well, you just have to post them. I mean, is the post subsidised? Only the only way you're ever going to... But I know, I get it. I don't like the posting thing. I mean, the reason I was always aware that I could sell on eBay, but putting them on Marketplace just meant that I didn't have to worry about some dick buying it, being completely happy with it and going, you never, it's not quite the right shade of white. I want my money back, or just some dicks, you know what I mean? Swim to Butte. So there you go. You can get the guitar that that's a copy of the copy that Marty McFly played at the end of Back to the Future. For, was it 10 grand for the Gibson one, for a copy of the 335 at the end when he plays Johnny B. Good? Or you can buy the actual guitar he plays at the start of the thing. Okay, this one's black, this one's white, not black, but not a copy, not something similar to it, one off the same fucking factory line, so exactly the same guitar for a few £100. It's almost as bad as Danoon. As you say, Gudic, everyone's a lot happier to collect. I think Danoon's not as bad though, is it? Gibson up here with my Strat and Epiphone Master belt. It's really got to be. You've really got to meet at the ferry, don't you? It's really the only option. I do want to do a guitar safari around Scotland, hopefully around the end of this year. Well, I mean, where you come up from? The problem with a guitar safari is that you can't. Yeah, I mean, you're thinking of safari as doing a big loop or something like that, but it's just a case of finding something that you want and buying it. What's the least expensive way to ship a guitar to the UK? It depends where you're coming from, I suppose. And to pack it, do you pack it in pieces? Do you take the neck off? Probably, yeah. You haven't been off the island since 2018? Wow! That's fucking amazing. That's like pure 8 years. I think we should all go to Stevie Zero's for fucking Malkfest, whatever it is. You get a big garden. That must be seriously mental, Stevie. What must it be like without the internet? I have to say, I was not expecting this guitar to be as nice as this. I was expecting it to be good, but it's awful good. I didn't like the idea of having the 3 single coil blade pickups, to be honest. But they're fucking awesome. It takes the distortion so well. Yeah, I mean, even with the internet, I mean, you even get the telly. Imagine what it must have been like when you... I bet you in Butte you didn't get fucking all 4 channels. I don't know, it's a weird place. I like it. I love it round there. I'd love to have a piss about in boats round about these places. I used to do gigs on Butte as well. I think I used to be like quite a prominent rock pub or rock thing that you'd have to pay for to get the ferry over, but apart from that, I think the ferries isn't quite expensive as well. Going acoustical, I don't know. See, I think there's a certain element of it, of just what you thought at the start. Why did you start playing the guitar? I didn't have a great compulsion to go, oh, acoustic guitar, I really want that. I wanted an electric guitar. Why? Don't know. So for me, I think it's always electric guitar. And well, more the bass now, I'd say probably. You'll be alright, Stevie, it's not that bad. Especially when you're talking about, people in Butte, or strange people. No, there's nothing. You don't have to apologise for like Les Pauls, just accept I don't. No. Again, it comes into, it's like when that chap said earlier on, I'm thinking I learned to play a guitar. What kind of guitar should I buy for £1,000? It's like, the thing is, you're not going to, unless you have to be good to make £1,000 guitar worth it. That's it. And I suppose you can say, oh, but if I sit and strum the one chord I can strum, it sounds better on that £1,000 Les Paul than it does on my Epiphone. Well, yeah, but it's still just, you know, badly hit one chord. It's all to do with how you play it. Where's that bastard Kit Kats anyway? Had a special present for him as well. He's just not getting it now. I thought it was like, my friend in Dunoon had a yacht in Dunoon. He fell off the offer. We used to call him Robert Maxwell. I thought you would have called him Bob. So a 93 Les Paul Studio, early 90s. I've got the early 90s Studio SG, so I know what you mean. If it was, I mean, that would be the ultimate Les Paul. That was one I did remember doing a series where my plan was I was going to buy a couple of guitars for 50 quid and then try and trade up to get a Les Paul, and it was that red one I wanted. I wanted the Ferrari red one. They do exist, but they're rare, but I never got that far. As soon as it got up to being at 500 quid, I started to be uncomfortable because I'm going, because I've seen guitars at 500 quid and going, no, I've got guitars twice as good as that. I never spent 500 quid on one, so you just get kind of lost. Les Paul Junior P90. I do quite like I do prefer the Junior, but it doesn't. I don't know. I think it all comes back to the first. My pal got a gold top Les Paul Epiphone one, and I didn't like it. It sat funny on my leg, and it was dead difficult to play. I've never liked them since then. Whereas the SG was a really strange thing. Your money spent if you got the Epiphone 57 reissue is lovely. I had one of them. I actually swapped it for. What did I swap? What did I get off Ronnie? I swapped it for something off him. An Ibanez acoustic. Yes, it's not that different. I mean, I've got the Gibson not the Epiphone, the Gibson 58 reissue. I can't remember what was different between the 57 and the 58. We kept the yacht at the marina in Doon and used to sail it around to the pier. Another pal fell off the pier just trying to embark. The thing was cursed. It sounds bad. Fucking expensive to keep something in that marina as well. Like pure insane money. I think the last time I was actually out in the sea in a boat. No, I was out in the boat, the chalet. We launched up. I launched off at the point just around from where the Red Ferry goes in, and then I went right up the fucking river, up past. It was fucking amazing. I need to do that again. I think there might be video footage. There's definitely photos, and that was the day that I bought my Hondo bass, because I remember going, "Oh, I won that," when I was on my phone sitting having a fag up the river. Which I need to do something. I need to get that paint. I need to get that done up. I painted it like a tiger, but I should just get the JPEGs and use it for the Sabbath band. But I think that's me talking about a pumpkin. That booze is really doing me. I don't know how to drink it. It's kind of. I'm too used to the bucky. I think it's bucky or nothing. I said I'm on the fucking high fructose. It's damn nice, but it's obviously really bad for you and pure banned in Europe. But there we go. It's also got super skinny frets, because obviously you want jumbo frets. I always tell you want jumbo frets. No, you don't. Tonight, sorry, I'm drinking. Well, Jen couldn't get Bucky in Portugal, so we've got Justino's, and it is 19%. The reason I'm stopping drinking is because it's now tasting nice. This guitar's amazing, Stevie Zero. It's like I don't know. It's not mine though. To be honest, I wouldn't have bought it. I don't need any more Roadsters. I was sitting there thinking the only Roadster I would actually want would be the V-neck RG200, but only if I see it. Oh, it's got to be white and it's got to be Naka. Are there quite a lot of people that come on and just play like requests? Yeah, Expedition, sorry, welcome. It's Brazilians. This happened last week. I wonder why I've got fans in Brazil. There you go. But I don't know how you play that. No, that's too difficult. Madeira, I use that for cooking. I don't think that's what it's meant for, is it? I don't know. But Brazil though, never not South America. South America's much bigger. There's so many people, it's mental. Do you know Brazil bizarrely were mad into the Sega Master System, and I think they still make it. Like they just like, and they're also big on their Star Wars figures as well. Brazil, you get like they've got ones that we never got. I will, and I'll do that right now, and I'll try. I love the idea of being able to pull out the mouth organ and play just at the bus stop kind of thing. Just like, I'm always ready to jam. What key? As long I can play any song you want, as long as it's in C or G, any song you like. No, I mean, I can imagine. I mean, I've been listening to Gothian the last week. Just trying to play the mad Arabic scales and fucking loving it. Just I can't remember what any of the songs are. My dear does I said because air guitars come on. Jazz guitars do play any key. Oh right, big boobs, cool. Yeah, I'll look up. I'll copy and paste straight out of this and then have a look and see what she's doing. Good fun with your Westfields. If you're screwing them up, if you're not putting Gilmore switches in, you won't be putting Gilmore switches in. They're fucking easy. And it gives you another pure super sound. I don't think I'll be putting anything in this. I think that this is just staying the way it is. Okay, rock on. Cheers, everyone. I enjoyed that tonight. I think my back's a wee bit sore. I think I've just been beautiful and classy. Wow. Cheers. And cheers, Brazil. I'll hail Brazil. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe, in fact, did I not look up Malco? And it's like, there's nobody in the world anywhere called Malco apart from somebody in South America. One person. Rock from China, also rock from Russia these days. There's no Western music in China. There weren't any guitar shops, bizarrely. It's like, my girlfriend was just saying how she was into rock and roll. So you get like rock and roll was anything that wasn't Chinese traditional music. So it was like pure, we're going to a rock and roll bar. Basically, it's anything. Any Western music. Mental. Catch you, everyone. Cheers and Pump Farto.